All right, here we go. Another best of one featuring this time PBU versus Helix Esports on Infernal Shrines for the finals of the Helix Gamers League Midseason Invitational. And Helix Esports has the first pick as PBU did pick the map today. I still think we're probably going to see a Ragnaros ban here. I mean, it's Helix Esports. Like, it's what we see.
They're probably gonna ban out the rag. Rag too strong.
Just waiting to see it happen, boys. Oh, there it is. Oh no! I don't know if I can handle a different ban.
Oh, they ban rag.
I actually would have liked the Kerrigan ban. Kerrigan is super strong here early game.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
We've seen Kerrigan banned or used successfully a number of times in HGC.
Dahaka ban.
Dahaka is actually a great ban here. We've used Dahaka successfully on this map a number of times. The ability to soak and then bam, be on the shrine at a moment's notice.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the AoE damage, like Dahaka is super strong on this map. I actually think he's probably, if you know the other team has a Kerrigan, I think Kerrigan is the only thing that outranks Dahaka as a ban here personally. But you know, take that with a grain of salt. That is my personal opinion here. Dahaka is that strong on this map, I feel like.
I'm surprised teams aren't picking up Sylvanas more, honestly.
Well, Sylvanas is interesting, right? Because she's totally win more right now in her current state. So if you feel confident in your team's ability to win the shrine, then she makes sense, right? Like, I totally agree with that. But if you're questioning your team's ability to win the shrine, which if you are, like, why are you doing this? Then yeah, I get it. All right, so Mouth Sylvanas.
Well, there it is.
there you go, buddy. Malfurion's still obviously the strongest healer in the game. Sylvanas, like we said, super strong. Win more if you can get the shrine, but they're gonna have to have a solid rest of the comp to take the shrine reliably. And with 2 picks going over to Helix Esports right now, you know, I'd like to see him take away some of the more strong picks here. Maybe take away the Gul'dan or the Kael'thas, ban the other one. Zeratul strong here right now. I actually wouldn't mind seeing them take Kerrigan.
Yeah, they could pick up the Kerrigan here.
Like Kerrigan Tassadar at this round is not a bad pick.
Well, the Rhaegar Li Ming.
Rhaegar Li Ming. So Li Ming is super strong. Don't get me wrong. I just don't like her on this map. I feel like all the little skeletal defenders around the shrine get in your way of your orbs like way too easily. But,
I mean, that's true. That's true. Definitely, as Li Ming, it's harder to get those good orbs through all the minions and whatnot.
Right.
But you just gotta work the angles, okay? You just gotta work in that geometry right there.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll see how that goes then.
Balaban. You know, if I were Helix right now, I'd think about banning that Anubarak, honestly, because you just picked up the Li Ming. They haven't had a chance, or PBU hasn't had the chance to pick up anything yet.
Right.
So if you ban out the Anubarak here, it opens up your ability to pick up some more casters. Yeah. And it stops them from picking up Anubarak to counter your Li Ming really hard.
No, that's actually a really good point. Instead, we see him hovering the Varian ban, which I get. I guess Varian is still a thing. I I just don't know if he's ban worthy at this point.
I couldn't see it because Parrion, if he does, or not, I mean, you could go Parrion, but
Right.
yeah, like the shield wall to protect. If you just protect yourself and then run into the Leeming orbs, that really negates the effect of the orb, really. So I could see that totally being an obstruction.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. I just wrote down Parrion on my on my notebook. I still don't think it was ban worthy. I don't know. I'm not in the game, right? I mean, I don't know what Helix knows. I don't talk to those guys as much as I talk to some other players. J-Rad, if you want to chat, hit me up, man. We can talk anything. But I don't know. I just not a fan of the variant ban. I like the rest of the draft. If you can thread the needle on Li Ming, I feel like she can work. Or if you're gonna go disintegrate and use your disintegrate. The other nice thing, all right, Jaina, Sonya, those are strong picks. The other nice thing about, I guess, taking the Li Ming is you can go Mosh. You don't have to ban Mosh, or I mean ban Li Ming, right? Or deal with worrying about the why am I going blank on that ability? Her displacement thing.
Whose displacement?
Li Ming's.
Oh, Wave of Force?
Yeah. So by taking Li Ming, you don't have to worry about Wave of Force, right? And you don't have to ban it. And you're more likely to go Mosh. I mean, Sonya could potentially interrupt you.
I mean, the main interrupt we're gonna see out of for the Mosh is Wailing Arrow.
Right. But you're looking to grab the squishies anyway, right? Like, you want to Mosh the back line if you can. So you're hoping to hit Jaina and Sylv.
Lunara here.
All right, Lunara
And the
Thrall.
Thrall.
Okay, all right. I was like double checking to make sure we were on Infernal Shrines and not BOE, and I got it mixed up somehow. Like, wait a minute. Yeah, okay, I got it right. All right, so Thrall's a solid solo laner. The other 4 can rotate. Lunara could solo lane as well, and you could have Thrall rotate with 4. Or you could do like a 1-1-3 or like a 1-3-1, put 3 in the middle, put 1 and 1 on each of the side lanes. That could work for you as well. Interesting.
Do you think we're gonna see the classic Earthquake Bloodlust combo?
That's a good point. We do have the ability to go Bloodlust. There's not. I don't know if there's enough self-sustain to ignore going Ancestral. And Diablo, final pick. Diablo, my favorite tank in the game. I love our Lord of Terror, Diablo. And paired with his Sonya, that's going to be really nice. Diablo is really, really strong on this map. I don't know that we're going to see the Bloodlust, but maybe we will. Lunara would get a ton of value. Lunara and ETC get a ton of value out of Bloodlust, even without Earthquake.
Yeah,
Right?
you'd be able to get out of the APOS really easily. I mean, they didn't pick that for that, but I mean, like, they picked up Diablo.
It doesn't hurt, right? So
yeah.
All right, so for Helix Esports on the red team, we have Soken on the Li Ming, Ganjagoon on the Lunara, Serendipity on the Thrall, Reaper on the ETC, and J-Rad on the Rhaegar.
And then for PBU, we have Arumis on the Diablo, Penguin Bob on the Jaina, Thermic on the Sylvanas, Full of Pathos on Malfurion, and Arduous Bow on the Sonya.
All right. You know what? We got Mount Synergy earlier out of Helix, and we still have some similar mounts rolling together on Helix. It does. Oh yeah. All right. Yep. Jaina cheese, or I mean not Jaina cheese. Sylvanas cheese. Totally wasn't thinking about that, but yep. Here comes the cheese. Now Thrall's already bottom lane because I don't know. But okay. Thrall's going back and forth. He can't quite decide where he wants to go.
I mean, that point where you get to mid lane, you think about it for a second, you're like, wait, they have a Sylvanas. Everybody move.
Everybody move, right? Diablo already in a good spot. This should be the bottom cannon tower at least.
Oh, they didn't finish it off.
A sliver. No. All right, so one good thing will be if they if the first shrine is bottom lane, PBU will have a nice advantage because even if Helix pulls it over the wall,
well, Rhaegar getting caught.
He's dead. Yeah. Sylvanas porting in to get some extra damage there. All right, so as I was saying, even if they get it over even if Helix gets it over the wall, the bottom wall was almost dead as well. So PBU will be able to just go right in with it. And it does look like we're going to have Jaina Thrall bottom lane right now. And we're going to have Sonya Lunara top lane. Nope. Here comes the rotation. This could be a dead Thrall here. Ooh, Diablo grabbing him, pulling him back. Oh, that's a dead Thrall.
Well, the root, though.
That was a great route. That was what was needed to catch him. And it looks like we're going to leave 3 in the bottom lane for PBU to finish off that other part of the wall.
Well, Diablo might go down here.
Yeah, Diablo took a ton of damage, but between Jaina and Malfurion, they are going to be able to zone enough to let Diablo get out. Oh, top lane is not what PBU was hoping for, but that's okay. Lunara and Sonya seems to be a pretty decent match.
I think Lunara has the edge in that matchup.
I think you're probably right. Only because, you got to get close to me to hit me, right?
Yeah.
I guess I just hadn't thought it all the way through. All right, so we do have PBU on 4.
Ooh,
and that's
Thrall goes down.
a dead Thrall, and that'll be a dead ETC as well. Diablo did go the team hit 4 too. I'll just leave this up for a second. Diablo did go for the extended range on his Q. As a Diablo lover, that is both good and bad. There are times where you definitely wish you did not charge as far as you can charge. And you're like, oh, yeah, I'm way too far out here. Sorry, boys. That has pushed me through a wall before. On to the other side. Where thankfully the rest of my team saved me. All right, that's a quick Punisher coming out, though. So we do have an Ice Punisher or Frozen Punisher pushing the top lane. I do expect to see it get pulled over right away. Yep. But with Sylvanas there, PBU can keep pushing this. They don't have to back out right away.
They need to get Sylvanas on that fort to stop hitting that
the Punisher. Absolutely. And there she goes. She has the Punisher, or has the fort locked down. Punisher still getting pulled back, but I do expect PBU to hang around long enough to at least finish off this fort, possibly. Sonya and Thrall soaking in 2 different side lanes, and that's going to be the fort. But ETC taking a
sliding that Jaina.
Ooh.
The resets are coming in.
And that's a dead Jaina. ETC really low, though. He is going to be able to escape. And PBU on their level 7 talents. Looking at Sonya, kind of pushed in a little bit. Sonya going back to top now that the rest of PBU is in the middle. Thrall pushed in a little bit. Oh, my God. Thank you, Twitch chat, for reminding me. All right, there you go. Now you guys can see talents. Sorry about that. It's the second time I did that. All right, I'll leave these up for a little bit longer since I clearly blocked them for a bit. And now we have Helix Esports getting their level 7s. So PBU just painting the map blue as quickly as they can. We do have Helix doing the same. and everybody just waiting to either find a good engage or the next shrine to spawn. Does look like PBU is considering pushing in with the siege giants. I'm going to have a altar spawn mid lane, so that'll work not as well as they had hoped. As soon as the siege giants are cleared, everybody will be in the same lane. But top lane, we do have the fallen shaman camp pushing still.
Well, ETC getting a lot of damage dealt out on him.
Yeah, this might actually get him. Thrall also really low, and Thrall goes down first. ETC moving around safely to escape that, and I just, boys, let Sonya solo that. You'll be fine. You guys can go look for another kill. And there we go. That's what it is. What it does look like is going to happen here. Jane is still throwing out a couple of spells. All right, we do have Lunara top lane clearing up that fallen shaman camp for Helix Esports. So there's going to be a decent advantage here at the shrine for PBU.
Oh, Diablo
Diablo taking a ton of damage and might go down here.
Oh, the resets?
Ooh.
Oh, the resets are going to come in?
Oh, Diablo for ETC. Diablo up already, but that's going to cost him his souls. However, PBU did secure their level 10s. And Sonya going leap. And starting...
How else are you going to catch that Lunara, right?
That's true. All right, APOC, Ring of Frost, Silence, or Wailing Arrow. Malph's still thinking. I mean, I expect Malph to go Twilight Dream, let's be honest. And this is an Arcane Punisher, so I do expect we will see Keep Wall go down here. But we do see Helix Esports about to get 10. Li Ming taking a ton of John Cena damage, followed up by that leap. Wow, and the silence.
The
ring. Wow. So PBU popping a ton there. Not quite enough to get kills, but put a ton of pressure on Helix Esports, and they are going to get the Keep Wall down as I predicted. We do still see APOC and Twilight Dream up on the side of PBU, and ETC going Stage Dive. And Rhaegar did go Ancestral, so we're not going to see Bloodlust Earthquake. And Lunara going Leap. And Li Ming going Disintegrate. So about what I expected, not what we were hoping for, though. PBU closing in on 13. They do have a full level lead right now over Helix Esports. But Helix Esports is by no means out of this yet.
Is Diablo going to get caught here? No, it's ETC
this might
got...
be... everything's popped, and we... Oh, man. I feel like Helix thought that was going to go different in their head. The Earthquake came out. Li Ming had her beam going. And then PBU said, oh, you guys want this? Cool, let's go. APOC got a ton of value because everybody from Helix was standing still when that APOC went out.
Wailing Arrow goes out.
Alright, and that's going to be the first keep of the game going over to PBU. Oh, I like this. Fallen Shaman camping invade. You know you have 13 over their 11. You can grab the camp really quickly. I like Life Drain. That's interesting on Sylvanas. I feel like that's not normally what's taken at the 13th tier, but I could be wrong.
Hey, I take Life Drain.
Do you? Okay.
I do take Life Drain. I like the sustain.
I mean, it's great for sustain, right? Obviously, like every time you hit, you're healing for 32. I think that's or 32 right now, right? We'll see what it ends up being at level 20. But so I'm not opposed to it. I
think
did not.
I'm
think
not
that was
100% sure, but I think the other talents are like the double haunting wave. See,
that's okay. That was the one I was thinking of. Normally, that's
stage jab coming in.
Wow. Did get 3 there, and the beam is out, and wow, Sylvanas just deleted
everything getting popped.
Oh, that's not what you want to see, boys. A 5-for-1 trade and the B steps coming out from Arumis. I mean, just go, like, I guess you don't have to finish. I don't know that Malfurion is the one I would leave on the shrine, though. Like, that, okay, so I almost, this is the time where I wish I had the ability to quickly do a replay, because I totally want to replay that. I think that was the right engage for Helix Esports. I just feel like it did not go the way they needed it to go. Diablo popping that APOC and just they turned and they hit everything, right? Ring came out, Twilight Dream came out, and all of a sudden you have what should have been Helix putting a ton of damage, even with the Sylvanas, deletion, getting turned around and just wiping to a 5-man wipe. Oh, and the Punisher not going over, but Leap coming out. That, did not land in time. I thought he had that. Oh, that was close. I really thought that Ancestral was going to land in time. This should be another keep, and depending on the number of kills they get here, could be game. All right, Ancestral landing on Lunara there is going to save her life, but taking a ton of damage. She is not in a good place right now, and Sonya just spinning to stay alive.
Sonya playing the 1v3 game,
right?
While her allies take the keep.
The keep, and that keep is down. This should be game. That's going to be, yep, a dead Lunara. The follow-up is real, and I expect them to kill everybody but Rhaegar running in the back. That will be game. PBU taking Helix Esports on Infernal Shrines and moving into the grand finals against TNG.